Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is Exon rated, playing again in a single player world. I have been busy. Man, oh man, have I been busy, and I've got a couple of things I'd like for us to do today. First things first, let's get up here and check out the villagers. Pretty excited is the only word that works. Um, and it's because of the developments up here that I need to do some expansion like right away. So I got the villagers up here. I knocked out that grass seed. I'm just going to leave it out. I'm going to keep knocking it out. At any rate, I got some villagers up here. We've got the wheat growing. Hopefully we've got a farmer coming along. Maybe. And one of the things I started doing to kind of help expedite things along was trade. Ooh, wow, he just fed the baby. That was cool. So I went to go trade with this guy. Paper. Cool. That's a great trade off the bat. No problem. Ooh, a book. Respiration. Hey, I can deal with that. It's a little on the expensive side, but I'll take it. Then I get books for emerald. Of course, a compass, a library, bookshelf rather. 2 written books for an emerald. Nobody likes this trade. Nobody. Nobody in their right mind. I don't know why it's in here anyway. Glass, that's the old standby. And then there's this book. And this book is Silk Touch. That's right. Oh man, I was excited when I saw this trade. Yeah, this guy, you're going nowhere. Thoroughly ecstatic when I saw Silk Touch rather. Went through, traded for the 3rd book trade, and it's just knockback, something I don't really need. But I am going to take full advantage of that Silk Touch trade all day long when I can. This guy, he's a cleric, and so I did trade in some of my rotten zombie flesh. I didn't have much, but I did trade it in and get him a little bit further. You saw he had the redstone, the gold trade, which is nice when you have a gold farm. The redstone trade, lapis trade, eye vendor, which is nice because I'll just be able to buy them to find the stronghold. And then, of course, glowstone, which I've already bought some of, and potions, or bottles of enchanting, which I won't really use, but again, it's nice that they're there. So, one of the things I found real quickly, though, with this librarian here is that I went through all of my paper and all of my stored reads really fast. So what I want now is something automated that I can set up that will harvest my sugarcane for me, because going through manually and punching down the sugarcane on these five rows, I can count, I swear, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5. Going through on these 5 rows to count, or to punch out, ooh, it's almost night. Let me get into bed. Going through those rows to pound the sugar cane down into little itty bitty pieces is really just not time efficient, and it's kind of a waste. And then sometimes I gotta go hunt for it in the water and everything else. So what I'd really like to do, grab one more piece, I can make some more paper. What I'd really like to do is go through and just set up a simple automated farm for my sugar cane. And for now, I'm going to put it on a timer. I think. I only have regular pistons. I don't think I have any slime balls. And if not, then I'm going to have to definitely go hunting down a swamp for some slime balls. But we'll cross that bridge when I get to it. Oh, wait, there's 2 emeralds there? There's 4 emeralds there. Cool, I can go buy my first book now. I'll wait, though. I'll wait. I'll be good. I'll be patient. I'll wait. Okay, so I would love to have the sugarcane be close to this building just for ease of access, but there's going to be a lot going on with this building. We're going to have, setups for trading and everything else, so chances are, let's see, we'll get up here on the house and look real quick. Chances are we're going to need most of this immediate vicinity around this guy just to start messing around with the villagers properly and kind of getting some things done. And then even past that, once we get the villagers to where we want them and we're doing some breeding and whatnot, I need to be able to set up some iron farms, and I am probably going to put them in the side of that mountain there so that they're kind of half contained. I'm not sure on that yet. But the first things first, I've got to get a sugarcane farm going. So, let's see. I've got, well, I had some pistons, and I think I put them away. Yep, got some pistons here. And I think we're just going to start off simple. This first version is just going to be just kind of generic in that I don't really care specifically what it looks like. I think I'm going to come back and build a bigger one later. Something that I definitely don't have to worry about. I definitely don't have to worry about monitoring something that's just so insanely massive. It's crazy. So let's see here. We want to drop this down one more. All right. And we've actually got to drop this down like this. Again, this is just going to be simple and automated. We're not looking for anything fancy here. Whoops, not arrows. Water. Down our 8, and it just so happens I have 8 pistons, so we'll do this number. And then we're going to plant our pistons on top. We need some sugar cane, but I used it all. Oh, I was so greedy I needed paper then and there. Alright, we're going to grab some water and go punch some sugar cane real quick. Grab some up. We're at 5. That should get us there and then some. Okay. Pick up some of my extras. Waste not, want not. And we're going over sugar cane. And we're just going to run this down nice and simple. I have a shovel, but yeah. Alright. Chest. We got a hopper. Oh no, I only made... That's what I wanted. And make sure it's going the right place. Yep, sure is. Okay. Need to make another hopper real quick. We'll just kind of get this thing on an auto timer. I want to cap it as well. I don't want the sugarcane to grow any faster or any higher than I can harvest it. If I had more pistons, it wouldn't be so much of a problem, but let's see here. We're just going to do this like incredibly simple. Yeah, let's do some stone brick. And we're just going to put this on the top. And apparently right there. And we're going to do the old ethos standby. For now, this is just going to be something simple. We're not, again, worried about what it looks like per se. What am I doing here? I've got some comparators. Alright, and we're going to put some blocks down. And I wonder if this will work with normal. No, I think I'm going to need some sticky pistons. So let me go hunt down some slime balls, I guess, and I'll be right back. Oh. Goodness gracious. Alright, so I went looking for slime, and yeah, I could not find them anywhere. I couldn't find any swamps, anywhere at all, close to me whatsoever. So what I did was, I decided to toss the seed up on the Slime Finder app, and it would appear that I have a chunk almost right under me that is a slime chunk. So what I've done is kind of cleared it out, set it up, and hopefully I'll get some slime in here. Going to keep digging down it a little bit and try to get a couple of layers going. Like I said, just if for nothing else, just to try to get some slime. I'm not kidding. I went about 500 blocks in one direction. The other 3 I went close to 1500. Nothing remotely close. Just lots and lots and lots of running. So I don't really think I stand a good chance of finding slime, or at least a swamp anywhere near me. The majority of what I saw was just mountains. I mean, just endless mountains. So I guess I'm going to go ahead and dig up a little bit more of this and kind of hope for the best. I'll make a couple of levels here, just something very basic where we go through and there's just flat trays, and hopefully they'll spawn, and I'll just climb up and down them and kill them, and like I said, hopefully they'll spawn. So I'm gonna kind of sit on this for a little bit, and hopefully I'm back with some progress. Boy, the things we gotta do for slime nowadays. I'll be back. Okay, and I'm back, and I have been very, very busy. So I located this slime chunk, and I went through and started excavating it a little bit. And I've made a couple of tiers, and this is kind of a poor man's slime farm, but basically I have these half slabs spaced every 3 blocks. So this next one occurs, well, that's the 1 block where that one is, 2, and then 3. Large slimes can spawn in here as long as it is a slime chunk. So what I did is I went through and I created 4 tiers. This is as low as I can get without hitting bedrock. Of course, nothing spawns on bedrock, so I had to come up 1 level from that, and then I just spaced it accordingly. And I have 4 tiers, and I've managed to get a few slime balls together. So what we're going to do is make some more pistons, and then go ahead over towards the little sugarcane spot and see what we can do about automating some sugarcane delivery for ourselves. The rates aren't really that fantastic. It's not a full-size slime farm. I did manage to locate other chunks around, but that one was the closest to me. The problem is that not everything's properly lit up around me. I know I haven't done that much caving, so in my case, there's not really a lot of places to, or there's rather too many spaces for things to spawn in. And it's at night, as you can see, which makes it worse. So spawn rates are pretty terrible, but that's okay. We got enough going on. We don't have to worry about it now. So let's see here. We're going to go ahead and finish working on our little etho timer. Put a sticky piston on this side, another sticky piston on that side, and that is wrong. Don't do that, even if I tell you to. There we go. Now we're going to put a dust on either side. And hey guy, how's it going? Get out of my crops. They are pretty attracted to the villagers up there. We're going to go up there in just a minute, and I'll show you what's going on with that. It has unbelievably taken off. So I've got to get pretty aggressive about my work with what I'm going to do to them. Alright, so we've got our pistons here set up. And what we want to do, I'm going to go ahead and take these back down to dust, because I just want to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we're just going to do it like this. And ta-da! Now I'll box all this in. Don't worry about that part, but at least now it'll. Well, I can't jump up there. At least now it'll actually harvest, and it'll just run stuff down into that. So now what we're going to do is we want to make sure this alternates, and I've got a couple of stacks for it, and I put in a lot of stuff because I want to give it time to grow, but I don't want it to be excessive. There are plenty of cheaper, easier versions with, or not cheaper rather, but easier versions with glass and whatnot. And we'll get to that when it's time to really ramp up full-scale paper production. But for now, for us, for just this little bitty farm here, this is what we're going to do. Let's get upstairs and take a look. Ooh, I didn't know he dropped Let's get some gunpowder. 1, 2. Alright. The coast is clear. Alright. Let's get upstairs and we'll take a look at the villagers. They have been going crazy. And there we are. We have got plenty of villagers now. What are we up to? 5, 10, 12 villagers. There were a couple of babies wandering around. And there's plenty of doors. They keep themselves fed. They fill up the crops and everything else. One of the things I did find that I had to do was pillar up the center column. They would walk on this half slab and then jump off, and so they trampled all the crops around this. And of course they wouldn't replant because they're kind of lazy. So at least this way, now we have the crops growing. Oh, you can see he grabbed it. I think that's just a Fletcher too. That was one of the other things is, oh, he's a fisherman. One of the other things I thought was that only the farmers did the crops, but that's clearly a fisherman, so I guess I didn't pay as much attention to the videos and patch notes as I thought. But still, they're doing really well. They're breeding. What I will do is when I start to use these guys to breed more regularly, I will knock out these bottom holes here on each corner and then have them feed down into that water tray. I had a couple of villagers go through here and fall down like I almost did. And of course they just fell to their death and died, which was a little funny. But I really want to rectify that, and maybe we'll get along some progress rather on that before next time. But that's pretty much it. I'm going to go ahead and get some glass on the front of this sugarcane farm so that we don't have to worry about the sugarcane getting all knocked all over the place. And again, I don't need it to be all fancy. I just want it to basically just fall straight down for now. So that's all I'm going to do is just put up some glass, and I might actually go through and take out this lower level so I can watch it all the way. I could get a shovel, but hey. Whoops. Went too early. Alright. And it pushed me off. I guess it's time. The other part I need to do to this, and I didn't think about it till right now, so let's go ahead and get it done, is we need this to be, we need this to actually flow into a T flip-flop because we don't want it to stay active. Whoops, let's turn that on to vibrate. Get rid of you, buddy. Get out of my face. Alright. We need to change this a little bit to a T flip-flop. I didn't even think about the fact that... Oh, you want some too. You want some of my tasty villagers. You can't have them. Ooh, he dropped us a carrot. That's our first carrot. Excellent. Let me go over here and plant this guy. I'm all excited about this. We're going to... Yes, we're just going to go ahead and start a new row and carrot. Hopefully we'll get a potato soon. I'd like to have some potatoes too. Okay, let's see. We're going to turn this signal into a pulse instead of a straight signal. So we are going to need a piece of not granite. We're going to need a piece of gravel. So let's go grab... we can use sand. That'll work just as well. So here we go. What we want is we want this piston to toggle and just launch. We just want it to push once and be done. We don't want it to stay stuck out like that. So this is what we're going to do. We are going to set up a piston. A regular piston with a bit of sand and a comparator. And then we're going to come back here and we're going to build it just a little bit further away. But we're going to actually, I'm going to build it over this way. And I'm going to turn that around. Turn you that way, buddy. Alright. Yes, right here. Right here. We're going to set up these hoppers again. We're going to go ahead and put down our comparators again. They look so stylish. Look at them. Check them out. We get some redstone down. And then we're going to put up the 2 sticky pistons like we wanted. And we're going to put our redstone block there. And this time we're just going to feeder it. And if you notice, when I light it up, the piston jumps up, and this emits a pulse instead of doing like a continued signal. So what'll happen is it'll power this block right here, and the piston will shoot up because this block is powered. When it does, though, not a whole lot of signal comes through here, and the piston will not drop back down until this loses power. So what we need to do is carry a little bit more of that signal through. And I think we're going to do it... We're actually going to do it this way. We're going to set up a repeater. Let's see. Let me think about this. I want to back this up. I want to give myself some room. Okay. So we got our first repeater right here. We got our piston right here. Little sand block. Oh, yay. Look at our sand block. All right. Then what we're going to do is put down a plot of dirt. We will move this over. And then we are going to another plot of dirt. Yes, we're going to put a piston right here, or not a piston, a repeater right there. We're going to put it to 2 ticks, and now we're going to put it like that. So what's going to happen is we're going to put down this redstone signal. It's going to power this. This is going to start the pistons to push them out. This right here will carry them out and make them stay out just a little bit longer. So watch, see what happens. And there you go. So now they actually stayed out long enough to punch. We can watch that again. Oh, actually it pulsed a little too quick. So let's bring that down like that. Let's try it again. Let's see. We're going to increase it this time, because I think we're losing power too quickly. Yeah, we're getting a little bit of a pulse in there. But that's okay. I'm going to keep it. Oh, didn't mean to put that there. Okay, so now we can go through and put our blocks back in. And of course, they're going to go through and do their thing. And we're going to watch through the safety of our glass. We're just going to let it do its thing real quick. We can always increase the timer in it too. That's one of the good things about this clock. Let's see here. Are we ready? Are we ready? Are we ready? I'm going to take you out, and I'm going to take half of you out, so it'll go quicker. So here we go. There's our push, and you saw the pistons pushed out one time. And, of course, if there were any sugarcane there, they would have pushed out all the way. So, that's it. That's all we have to do for this cute little farm. Now, one of the things I want to do is put glass on top. I want to seal it in because I don't want sugarcane popping out at the top like it did when I first used it. So there, we're going to have that. And I'll cook up some more glass and close this in next time. So I want to thank you all for watching. Time for me to hit the sack. You all have a good day. Thanks, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.